given that it's the new year or almost the new year, that we would test out some Knipex versus Harbor Freight knockoffs and see what, if any, differences there could be. And this is something that's been near and dear to my heart, as I have been talking about knockoff tools for a little over a year now. And Knipex is one of the most knocked off brands at Harbor Freight. I mean, honestly, these are the Doyles, these are the Cobras. Other than some styling differences here and here, and the button, other than that, they are virtually identical with little to no difference. I mean, honestly, even this little notch here is virtually identical. It's just that the Harbor Freight version takes their plastic grip handles all the way up higher. And Austin, how are you? Jamie True, what's up? And the Knipex is much lower. But I mean, even the curvatures are the same. The heads are virtually identical, although, to be fair, the Harbor Freight version is just a tad bit longer. Sharouche, how are you? Happy New Year, everybody. So let's get into the testing. Let's look at these. I had planned on doing this as a video for you all. The problem being that YouTube told us about 3 or 4 months ago that George Ordway, how are you? Aloha. Just started. Anyway, adjacent wind. I had planned on doing this as a 3-minute short video, as we have been told that, Happy New Year, Stephen, that YouTube will be allowing us to do 3-minute shorts. Well, it was a lie. We still can't do them. And it's been, like I said, 3 months. Ooh, little. Okay, Jamie. Should you get the 800 or stick with your Hercules? Stick with the Hercules. The 800 is very inconsistent. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to look at the Knipex, and we are going to measure the width of the jaw. And as you can see, if you can see, sorry, this is very difficult getting this on screen. Yeah. Very difficult because I can't see what I'm doing as I am looking at the camera. This is 7.5 millimeters thick, whereas the Doyle is 7.5 millimeters thick. Kind of throws that into the face of all those folks that say that Harbor Freight isn't knocking off anyone. I mean, honestly, these are clones of one another, with the exception that these jaws up here are just a bit bigger. Aurora videography. Okay. I'm doing fine. Good to hear. Now, there is one test that I wanted to try. I'm going to set you guys down for a bit, because this is one of those things that I hear a lot from people who use these, and that is that the shape of the head is designed to pull nails. So we're just going to latch on to a 16 penny nail, and we're going to see how it goes. Well, that's not very good. It's not very convenient. And you can see I am applying force. It is not going anywhere. Let's see how we'll try it on the same one, how the Doyle brand does. Also not going to work. Try the opposite way. just to make sure. As a nail puller, not very good. I know you guys are thinking I should do it this way, but as you can see, the leverage required is great. So when that is the case, you can just pop them off. Get that done out and out of the way. They're old nails. I didn't expect much. But as a nail puller, no, I wouldn't use them as a nail puller. Now that we got that out of the way. Now there are some instances where using a tool like these would be beneficial to you. Amongst those are for screws such as this, or since I don't do anything small except for your mother, doing slightly larger ones like this 5/8 by 12-inch lag. I say we see how they do doing that. How is everybody doing today, by the way? Don't worry, I'll get you right in on the action. See, told you. We'll try the Doyle brand first. We're close. That should just about have her right there. I do like, even on the Knipex version, to go up just one size. Because I find that I get just as good a bite out of those. So one hand. That's actually really nice. However, I know this because I already made the video the other day that you guys won't get to see. You can see from just doing that little bit that both the upper and lower jaws, that's this part that we were using, are damaged on the Doyle brand. That means that they're using a softer material. Whereas on the Knipex, you guys can see we are turning it just fine. With the Knipex, actually a lot easier to turn with the Knipex. Look at those jaws. They're still like brand new. Both upper and lower. There is no damage to them at all. And that's taking about 50 foot-pounds to undo that. So that's pretty good for a pair of pliers to do one-handed that way. Sorry. Now let's look at the smooth jaw. Now I told you guys that this was going to be a quick live stream. I am true to my word. We're going to get moving. We've already been in 10 minutes. We'll probably only be here another 10. Unfortunately, I thought I had the 10-inch pair of Knipex. I have the 12. My bad. But you can see these are virtually identical in every single way. You cannot see, but you can feel inside of this very thick plastic that they do indeed have some of that type of knurling, though not as far as the Knipex brand, and not at all up here, but just maybe a little bit down here. That's it. Aside from that, I mean, look, they even put their name in the same spot. Makes a difference to me, might not to you, but it makes a difference to me. This button, you can see I'm actually moving that button with my finger rather easily. There is quite a bit of slop. Knipex are trash. Okay, Javier, whatever lie you need to tell yourself to make you feel good about going through your day. Let me see here. I want to make sure. Oh, perfect. And again, there is no slop or very little slop in the Knipex. Now, the one nice thing about the Harbor Freight is the numbers are a little easier to see on the Freedom units as opposed to the Knipex. You can see the numbers here. No numbers back here. Don't know why, but only Freedom units on the Knipex. None on the Doyle or on the Icon. My bad. Now we're going to do the same test. Oh, God damn it. I got to get it right. Because this is a 15/16 head on that fastener. Boom. That's just about right. We'll get you right back in on the action. Say thank you, ladies and gentle Germans. So one hand, Knipex flew off, but yeah, it could be because I can't get the Freedom units in dialed in exactly right. I'll give her one more shot. Let's try it again. See if we can get a better hold. Well, still kind of loose, but it started to round it off. Yep. Don't say I didn't give it its due. And the Knipex just will not hold this with just the top jaw. It's just too loose. Let's see if the sloppy Icon can. Icon did it with no trouble. Somebody's going to say I didn't do right by the Knipex. I didn't do the Knipex right, whatever. So we have it on the fastener. Yeah, the Knipex just isn't going to hold. Sorry. I tried several times so you Knipex fanboys can cry all you want about how unfair I was. I gave it several chances, played with it a little bit like I was a teenager, and it didn't work. So that is what it is. Don't forget to hit the like button, by the way. No, I'm glad you got on the live. Well, thanks, Chase. Emmanuel, how you doing? Looks like you go to Home Depot and ask them for their banners. Rigid sent me that one. Home Depot gave me that one when they were throwing it out. Looks like you're a jealous little girl. 891 impact test. I don't like the 891. Had the 900. The 900 was great. Ran handles. That's right. Am I puffing? Yeah, I'm fat, dude, and I have a cold. So I love how you little jackasses come on here and think you're the experts on everything and that you're so good at everything. Kiss my ass. Yeah, I like the Cobras. So as far as these two go, the Knipex brand, the Cobras, they're going to last you a lot longer than the Doyle. The Doyle takes damage really easy, whereas the Knipex, they don't. Now, I'm going to say this. As far as damage, neither one took any damage. Neither the Knipex nor the Icon. Icon just held better. Could be that it's a 10-inch. I was using a 12, and I couldn't get it quite dialed in enough. Although, I mean, if you look, I'm right where I'm supposed to be on the Knipex, and it could not get the job done. And I'm in the exact same spot with the Icon brand. And just to further this, when I put them together, they're virtually the same. I'll play with it. I'll play with the Icon or the Knipex just to dial them in a bit more. I want to make it fair. You know how everybody cries about fair. And we'll test it one more time right here. If it works, I'll show you. If it doesn't work, it's back to the drawing board. Knipex. Doesn't work. There's just too much play in the Knipex brand. I know why. Because I'm an idiot. I'll admit it. When you ankle grabbers are right, you're right. When you're wrong, you're with your sister. Nope. Doesn't hold either way. Xavier deserves an apology. I'm not going to apologize because, well, here, I'll show you. I'll show you. There. Get you down there good. Huh? Uh-huh. Even if I do this while the Knipex is wide open, right? Wide open, just like that. But look how much wider the Icon brand is than the Knipex. And the Knipex can't do it, and the Icon can. Score one for Harbor Freight. I'm kind of surprised because These are my favorite pliers. Like, I love these. These are my favorite pliers to use. But the Icon outperformed them tonight. So it is what it is. That just shows you I'm not a fanboy of any brand. I don't care who wins. Now, I am surprised because the Knipex are, what, $80? And the Icon are about $45. So that is the way it is. And these suck as a nail puller. Don't use these as a nail puller. I mean, even you'd have to have the nail bent over a good way to use this back here as a nail puller. You're better off just using a hammer on its side. Right tool for the job. Happy New Year. Apache helicopter, what? You're a fan of the power brush? Oh, Jesus. Apache. Damn. The Den of Tools is another channel. What about channel locks? Okay, let's see. It just so, I mean, if you guys are looking for a tool with or a channel with tools, you came to the right spot. How about these 10-inch American-made channel locks? Could it do this? Yeah, I don't know. I say we find out. Ugh. It's all about, can you get them tight? Let's see. Had to make sure first. You know, it's channel locks after all. Do. Yeah, channel locks will do it. Do it up real good too. These are fantastic. I do not use these very often, as I prefer to use the Knipex. I can tell you now I won't be using the Doyle because it's too soft. But I'm sold on the Icon smooth jaw tongue and groove pliers. I really like them, and I didn't think I would, but I was willing to give them a try. And that's exactly why we do this. Because if we just went by the name brand, I wouldn't buy them. But if we're willing to test out to make sure, means we spent money, spent $85 on these and $45 on these. And these are a better buy, which is amazing. I mean, $19 to I think $45, $50. And I'm taking these, better overall tool. But if this is all you got, you're going to get by. See, told you. That's what we're here for. Advise you get into crosshairs. What I've experienced. Yeah, I've got 32 years of construction experience. This one, Rod. Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, Princess, you should learn how to listen because thinking's new to you. But when we compared these, and maybe you should show up on time. When we compared these two to one another. Then we compared these two to one another. And we were talking about how they went. See, we don't take excuses here because we're men. Well, the results do speak for themselves. Like, unbiased here. I don't care who wins. You run into Fool Bear. No. No, people asked me to do more hand tool testing. So I thought I'd do some hand tool testing for you guys. A couple different pairs of pliers. Samantha, it's because I don't have the money to fix that garage door spring. If I did, it'd be done. So unless you're going to pay for it, shut up. Happy New Year to you too, Superman. Joan Sosa. I'm guessing it's Sosa because your husband's Sammy. You talk about my hands. Well, your brother enjoys your soft lips, deep throat, and lack of a gag reflex. What do I recommend for vice grips? Let's see. I have the Milwaukee version. Don't like them. I actually like the Irwin vice grips because they're actual vice grips. I really do like them. And then the Pittsburghs are okay because they are like $10. I mean, that's what that was. Happy New Year, Amshak. I appreciate you, brother. Irwin works pretty good. Yeah. Once a grip, yeah. You ever modify my hand tools? I try not to. All right, Thomas. Thank you. Happy New Year, Ted. All right, guys, we're out of here. We're done. I said we're going to be in, out, and done, just like, you know, the night you lost your virginity. So we're going to be out of here, guys. Take it easy. Appreciate you. Happy New Year. Stay safe. Don't drink too much because no one wants to bring in the new year with a hangover. Later, guys. Favorite miter saw is the rigid compound dual bevel sliding miter saw with the articulating arms instead of the sliders.